So when you find something that is a single-family home on a multifamily lot, how do you price that? How do you know what the single-family home's worth?
Yeah, so it's a bit tricky. Obviously, a lot of sellers will leave some money on the table by just selling it as a single family. But I think they can make more money if they sell it to a developers, and the developer will base the purchase price based on what he can redevelop. So if he redevelop for buy and hold, he's probably gonna use the rental income to price the purchase. If now it's become a condo, then he will price it based on what he can resell the condo at. And so most likely a seller that will have a property that is not properly utilized will make more money if he sell it to a developer rather than a family that will buy a single family as a. Yeah.
How much do you inform the seller? You know, because obviously you know all of these things about their property. You know that it has upside, it has potential to be redeveloped. How much do you disclose to the seller, you know, if they're not your client? Obviously, if they are your client, they know everything. But let's just say you're facilitating a transaction. What do you tell them?
I mean, I'm telling them the truth, you know, because most of the time, you know, I'm representing my buyers, so I want to get them a good deal, but I also want to make the deal happen. And to make a deal happen, it have to be a win-win situation. So, so you know, they have to feel that they're not leaving any money on the table, and they have to feel good about the deal. So yeah, really get into it and let them know that okay, I'm looking to find them a developers, and that's what the developer will be doing with their property. So yeah, definitely increase the price of the purchase
through just informing the seller what the value, the true value of their property.
Could be definitely. Yeah.
Excellent. One of the things that we deal a lot with is 1031 exchange. So give us a quick rundown. What is a 1031 exchange?
So 1031 exchange is based on the federal tax code. So it stands for 1031 exchange, and so what that means, if you decide to sell a property that is an investment property, and you would like to roll over the set out of the property, then you'll be able to roll over that money without paying any capital gain tax. So you're just deferring.
Okay. So the tax doesn't disappear.
It doesn't disappear. It's just deferred. So that way you have a little bit more buying power on the next one because you save that money that you won't be paying yet.
What are the basic rules of 1031 exchange? So other than investment property to investment property, so you have to sell an investment property and buy an investment property.
So on the 1031 exchange, the other rules, major one, is to find a property that you're going to buy that have to be the same price or something higher. So if you decide to find a property that is less than what you're selling it for, then you will have to probably pay a boot.
What's the boot?
The boot is just really the tax on the party that you won't be spending on something else. So it's always better to spend the same amount that you're getting or more.
Now let me ask you this. This is a math question. The real estate geeks will like this question. I sell a property for $1 million. I have 20% loan to value, so 20% loan, 80% equity. Sell the property for $1 million. I buy a property that's $1 million through a 1031 exchange, but now I have 80% loan, 20% equity. Do I defer my taxes in that instance?
I wish I could answer that.
The answer is no, you can't. So
no.
A lot of times, our clients are informed that it just has to be the same price or more, but really the tax code goes deeper than that. Is you have to keep the same level of debt and equity in the new property. So you can't exchange that. So if you have $500,000 in debt and $500,000 in equity, it has to maintain that $500,000 debt, $500,000 in equity on the next purchase, and that is why it's the same price or more, because you have to maintain the same level of debt and equity. So you can't defer your taxes and take money out by changing the leverage and defer taxes on that cash you took out.
Excellent. I guess we're learning every day.
There you go. Every day.
A little bit more.
Every day.
That's awesome.
We may or may not put that one in there, but that's actually something
put it in there.
Put it in. Okay. Something that it's people aren't. Sometimes people get the wrong impression that there's a way to get cash out of the transaction and avoid paying capital gains.
No, everything has to be.
Anything you take out of the transaction is taxable.